leading your money, because real wealth is built through your investments, not through your savings. If inflation is higher than the interest rate you're getting at the bank, then your savings are effectively making you poorer each and every day, because now your savings are losing value to inflation. If you follow what the majority of people do, in 80 to 90% of situations, you're probably doing something wrong. The majority of people are broke. The majority of people are living paycheck to paycheck. The majority of people are drowning in debt. The majority of people have zero to no investments. The majority of people are unhappy. The majority of people are miserable. And the majority of people do not like their jobs. This is not me exaggerating. These are all statistical numbers where more than 50% of people feel this way. And so if now you keep doing what everybody else does, you're going to end up like everybody else. And so this is where now you want to think a little bit different and try to find what's right for you and start to get educated yourself. Most of the times we assume that the reason why we can't become successful is because we lack the tool set, when in reality, for 90% of people, it's lacking the right mindset. Because when you have the right mindset, you'll discover that the tool set is right around you. So it's first believing that you can do it. Because once you know and believe that you can do it, that belief is going to then impact your decisions. Because now if you say, you know what? Yeah, maybe I can become successful. What are you going to do? You're going to go into YouTube, watch videos. How do I become successful? Now you start watching videos. Maybe you start binging videos. And now you start to realize, oh, okay, I can start to do this. I can change this about my life. I need to change the way I think. I need to change my actions. I need to do more things in my day. I need to stop watching so much Netflix. I need to do this. Then maybe you start reading books. And now you start reading business books. And then maybe you go and take a class. Now you're like, okay, I want to learn how to do this. I'm trying to build this business. I'm doing something wrong. I'm trying to get a better job, or I'm trying to get a raise. I keep doing something wrong. You've read books. Now maybe you find a class. You invest some money in this class, and now you have more education. Now you try more. And now you start to see over time, oh my God, 12 months ago, I had no idea. I didn't even believe that I can do it. Now that I believe that I can do it, I started watching YouTube videos. I started reading books. I started taking classes. I started taking action. The second thing now, once you build the right mindset, is you want to create your financial base. So you have to start by building your financial base. And what that means financially is, first, you want to save $2,000 at the very least. You want to put aside some cash for savings as fast as possible. And then you need to cut the financial bleeding. That means your high interest debts, your credit card debts, your hard money loans, your 0% APR loans, which are now charging you 20 to 25%. These need to be paid off as fast as possible, because these are loans that are skinning you alive financially. Now, the next thing you want to do is what I call lead your money. So this is where you want to create a financial system and start investing your money, because your savings will never make you wealthy. You cannot save your way to wealth. You have to invest your money. Your savings won't make you wealthy. If inflation is higher than the interest rate you're getting at the bank, then your savings are effectively making you poorer each and every day, because now your savings are losing value to inflation. Now, does this mean you should not save any money? No. It means you need to save your money strategically. So you want to save your money for 3 reasons, and 3 reasons only. Save your money for an emergency. Save your money for a big purchase. If you want to buy a car, you want to buy a house, you want to buy a nice watch, whatever you want to buy, you need cash in order to do that. And then 3, save your money for an investment. If you're not saving your money for one of these 3 reasons, you're saving your money the wrong way, and it is making you poorer by saving that money. So now we're focusing on the first aspect of saving your money for an emergency. How much do you save? This is now, again, going to depend on your risk tolerance. You want to save somewhere between 3 to 12 months worth of your expenses. And the amount of money you save is going to depend on where you are in life and how much risk you're willing to take on. If you're like, hey, dude, I'm 25 years old. I don't have any financial responsibilities. I don't need that much savings. Fine. Save a few months worth of savings, and that's it. Invest more aggressively. If you're like, hey, I have a family, I have kids, I have a spouse, I don't want to take on all this risk, then save 6 months, 9 months, a year's worth of savings, because now it will give you that peace of mind that you have some extra cash put aside. So it's going to depend on your risk tolerance and what you want. But in this lead your money step, this is where you want to understand that there's more to putting your money aside than just saving your money. You also want to be putting your money to work. And the best way to do this is to create a system where no matter how much money you're making, you are going to proportionately continually invest and save based on your income. So what does that mean? Well, one of the simplest things you can do is follow something like 75-15-10 plan, which means for every dollar that you earn, 75 cents is the maximum that you can spend, 15 cents is the minimum that you invest, and 10 cents is the minimum that you save. And this never changes with your income. The only thing that you would ever change is after you hit that savings goal for your emergency savings, you don't keep saving your money for the emergency because you built that whatever months you want, you put that towards your investment. If you don't want to be involved with your money, you don't want to be, hey, day-to-day investing or paying attention to the markets, you hate that idea, just passively invest it.
Right.
Put it into low-cost ETFs, index funds, and don't even worry about it and let it do its thing. You don't change it whether the market's up or down. So this is where now you're putting your money to work, leading your money, because real wealth is built through your investments, not through your savings. So if you say, I want to become wealthy, but you have no savings, and yet you have all this nice stuff, you look rich, but the stuff that's looking rich is making you broke. So, you're paying the price to look rich, which there's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to understand what your goals are. If you say, hey, I don't really care about building wealth, I just want to have nice stuff, it's a free country. It's your choice. But if you say, I want to have wealth, you have no investments, and you're spending money on all this stuff, this is where you want to rethink what you're doing and understand what it is that you want, and make sure that your actions are aligning with your goals and your lifestyle is aligning with what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with having nice stuff.
Right.
What I'm trying to say, be able to afford it.
Yeah.
You know what? You want a nice watch? You want a nice house? You want a nice car? Fine. Just make sure you can afford it. Interest-free living. And now this is where we're going to go a little bit deeper of how do you actually spend your money? Because it is very normal to be in debt. It's very normal to buy things that you can't afford. And before it was with credit cards, now it's with this new thing called buy now, pay later. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm very much involved in the financial space. I'm very much involved in the fintech space. Buy now, pay later over the last couple of years is arguably the fastest growing sector in fintech. I have not invested any money into buy now, pay later apps because I don't believe in it. However, the way that they work is you can buy something now and worry about the price later. Now, the pitch to consumers, to people is, well, you don't have to pay any interest. But the whole idea that they say is you don't got to pay any interest, just pay it off for, say, 12 months or 6 months, which doesn't seem like a bad idea. Why would I want to pay $1,000 for a laptop today if I could just pay it off in installments and not pay any interest for the next 12 months?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, why is it such a fast-growing industry? I mean, no one's going to invest billions of dollars into something if they're not going to see any sort of financial return. I mean, the most expensive kind of money is free money. So if they're giving you money for free, how are they going to make money from it? Well, that's where we dig a little bit deeper. If you don't pay it off, now you get slapped with a very, very hefty fine, a very, very hefty fee, where now you're paying a massive interest rate, essentially like a credit card. Same concept, where you get a little bit of a grace period. But the second aspect is, if you want to buy a laptop for $1,000 and you need $1,000 to buy it, well, you got to have $1,000. But if you don't have to pay for it now, you still have the $1,000 in your bank account, maybe $900. And now what happens? So it allows people to spend even more to lock in all the stuff. So you have a whole bunch of stuff, and now all your money is going out to pay for the stuff that you bought yesterday, a year ago. And then if you can't pay it off in time, because that's ultimately their goal, if you can't pay it off in time, now you get slapped with all that interest, all these fees, and now you're the one that's got to pay it off. So this is where you have to understand the spending aspect of how do you spend your money, because again, these things are tools. First, you have to understand how to spend your money. And then you can understand now, what do you do with the rest? Do you want to pay down your mortgage?
Right.
You want to pay off, something like that? Or do you want to invest your money? And this is really an individualized question, because the simple math is, if your mortgage is costing you, say, 5% a year, and you can get an 8% return on your investment, you can invest your money, get a better return, pay off your mortgage, and have some money in your pocket. It's a no-brainer. So if you can invest your money, get a better return, why would you not do that? Well, because investing comes with risk versus paying off your mortgage does not. And this is why you're investing into the things that can give you a better return. But you just have to understand that it comes with risk. And if you're not comfortable with that, then do the first. So this is where you just have to understand you and understand what type of life you want to live. But the key here is you don't want to put yourself back into the situation that got you here in the first place, where if you have the credit card debt, got to know how to spend your money that we don't end up there again. One of the simplest things to do is now to understand the difference between being able to buy something and being able to afford something. A multiplier income, where, going back to the wealth formula, where it's income minus expenses equal your investments plus your savings. If now you understand how to live below your means, you understand how to put your money to work. If you want to put fuel on the fire, you just got to earn more money. Now, if you earn $100,000, you earn $1 million, you earn whatever, you earn more money. Now you know how to put this money through your system, through your funnel, whether it's 75, 15, 10, or whatever else. You know how to take this extra money, put it to work. That way you have more money to invest, more money to save, more money to live your life. But the key is you don't want to 100% increase your lifestyle to match your income. You want to increase your income with your investments. So the question is, how do you do that? Well, this is where, again, understand you. If you are an employee, you don't want to start a business, you don't want to start a side hustle, fine. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being an employee. You just have to understand you. But that means now, how can you earn more money? If you like your job, look for ways to get a raise, to get a promotion. See how you can get a bonus. Just be open with your boss. Say, hey, look, I want to be able to contribute more. I want to earn more money. Right. What can I do? Most people are going to be very open and honest. Say, hey, I would like you to tack on this, this, and this. Do this, and then we will help raise your salary.
Yeah.